Hello, Rama Pupud. Hope all are in good health, feeling great, wonderful, having a happy and peaceful life. Now let's continue with the next chapter. Before we begin to take these pleasant refreshments, Brahma produces a garland of yellow marigolds and hangs it around my neck. I am astonished and protest strongly, for I know that this Indian custom is usually reserved for distinguished persons, and I have never classed myself in that sublime category. But, brother, he pleads smilingly, you are the first European to visit my abode and the first to become my friend. I must express my delight and the delight of this lady here by honoring you in this way. My further protest proof of no avail. I have perforce to sit on the floor with a wreath of marigolds draped ceremoniously over my jacket. I am indeed glad that Europe is sufficiently far away for none of my friends to notice this odd sight and laugh at me. We drink our tea, eat the fruit, and chat pleasantly for a while. Brahma informs me that he built the hut and made the rude furniture with his own hands. The sight of the papers on the corner bench arouses my curiosity, and I beg him to tell me their reason d'etre, for I observe that the papers are all of a pink color and they have been written on in green ink. Brahma picks up a handful which I perceive are written in quaint characters, easily recognizable as Tamil. The student teacher examines the documents but finds them hard to read and harder to understand. He informs me that they are written in an obsolete form of Tamil, which was the literary form of early centuries, but is nowadays understood only by few persons. He adds that the great classics of Tamil philosophy and literature are unfortunately written in this archaic form of language, which is called High Tamil, and which presents more difficulties for those only familiar with the modern living vernacular than medieval English presents to the average present day English knowing person. These papers are written by me mostly at night, Brahma explains. Some of them are accounts of my yoga experiences written in verse, and some are lengthy poems where I let my heart speak its religion. There are a few young men who call themselves my pupils, who often come here to read these writings aloud. Brahma picks up an artistic looking document which consists of a few pages of pink paper written on in red and green inks and tied with a green ribbon, and smilingly presents it to me. I have written this especially for you, he declares. The young interpreter finds it to be a poem of 84 lines. It opens and closes with a mention of my name, but beyond this, the young man can hardly travel. He disperses occasional words and tells me that the poem evidently contains some kind of personal message. But it is written in such high Tamil that he is not competent to render a proper translation to it. However, I am extremely pleased to receive this unexpected gift, especially as it is an expression of the yogi's goodwill. After the celebrations of my visit are finally over, the old lady departs and we settle down to serious talk. I plunge anew into that matter of breathing which seems to play so important part in yoga and which is wrapped in such secrecy. Brahma regrets that he can show me no further exercises for the present, but he is willing to tell me a little more of his theories. Nature has measured out 21,600 breath rhythms to every man, which he must use up daily and nightly, from one sunrise till the next. Quick, noisy, and tumultuous breathing exceeds this measure and therefore shortens one's life. Slow, deep, and quiet breathing economizes this allowance and so lengthens life. Every breath which is saved goes to build up a great reserve, and out of this reserve, a man can draw extra years. That's all, folks. Let's continue the next chapter. Thank you. Bye bye. Rama Rama Puput.